So in this Elden Ring video, we're going to be seeing what happens if we help Yura take out Dragon Agheel. This is an optional thing we can do in his questline, and I figured I'd cover this since I just made a video over how to complete his questline and what we get from it. However, I didn't show this optional thing we can do because it's not necessary to complete his questline. But yeah, let's get into this. I'm interested in seeing how he reacts because of how he speaks about this dragon. First off, from the first step side of Grace, we can find Yura right over here underneath this structure. I'm going to go ahead and start from this side of Grace and head on over to him. Alright, so here he is right by this fire. And here's what he says when you first go to talk to him.
Ah, you must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of Agheel Lake, fledgling. A dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake.
Alright, so yeah, that's what he says, and we're going to be doing the exact opposite of what he just told us. We're not going to be staying clear from the lake. We're actually going to be going right to the lake and fighting the dragon. And speaking of fighting the dragon, right around where you can fight it, you can also summon Yura to help you battle this thing. I will admit I didn't discover this summon sign until after I died from the dragon because it's right next to a stake of Marika. You can actually find this summon sign from Yura right here where my waypoint is on the map. And a little above my waypoint is where you can find the dragon and fight it. Which, speaking of dying from the dragon and discovering this summon sign, before I actually summoned Yura into battle, I decided to go back to Yura just to see if he had anything to say about us coming over here and encountering the dragon, when he specifically told us to stay clear from this place. And turns out he does have some words for us. Check this out. Here's what he says.
You bloody half-wit. Picking a fight with a dragon. Well, I can tell you want to see it through. Seems I'm forever crossing paths with hotheads like you. I can tell you want to see it through. Fools will be fools. Fight all the dragons you like.
So yeah, that's the additional dialogue that you'll get if you return to him after encountering the dragon. And I am glad that I decided to talk to him before summoning him, because I found out once I did summon him, he disappears from where we talked to him at next to the fire. Even after I died from the dragon and didn't have him out on the battlefield, he still wasn't over here next to this fire. So this is one of the reasons why he doesn't show up here. In order to get him to reappear here, you're going to have to defeat the dragon. I will mention the downfall over summoning Yura to help out here with the dragon is that you're not able to summon your horse to ride around on, which really helps with dodging the fire of the dragon. Anyways, here's what happens when you manage to defeat the dragon. So yeah, as you can see, we get a dragon heart for defeating it. And this is used to get draconic power. I'll be showing how to use this a little further in the video. Also, Yura, Hunter of Bloody Fingers, returns to his world. And I did make sure to beat the dragon with him summoned, and unfortunately he didn't say nothing after we did slay it. However, if we go to return to him back to where we first talked to him at, he will have some dialogue for us over defeating this dragon. Check this out.
There you are. That was my first dragon hunt in quite some time. Paired up with a hothead like you. It was just like old times. Now that you've so impressively felled that dragon, there's something you should know. The heart you brought back. It's used in dragon communion. If you should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church on the little island off the western coast. You must not forget, though, those who partake in dragon communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for dragon, their yearning only worsens until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment, the strength of a mighty dragon magnificent, but deadly. It's no surprise that dragon communion is ruinous.
So yeah, that's what he says if you help him defeat the dragon. He reminisces on some old times he had with his partner, and turns out we remind him of his old partner. Also, most importantly, he lets us know about the dragon communion as well. Now, we don't technically have to get this dialogue from him to go to the dragon communion and use it to unlock powers. However, this dialogue is like an introduction for us over what to do next after you get the dragon heart from defeating the dragon. Because this is one of the first dragons that we can encounter in the game. And after defeating it, conveniently enough, we have this NPC here, Yura, that helps make us aware of its existence and where to locate the dragon communion after defeating the dragon and getting its heart. I think that's awesome how the developers set this up. But yeah, Yura told us to seek the church on a little island next to the west coast, which is where the dragon communion is located at. Pretty awesome. Now I'm going to be showing y'all how to get over there and unlock these spells, just in case you don't know exactly how to get to the communion. Since I did show what happens after defeating the dragon and getting this special dialogue from Yura, might as well show you how to get to the dragon communion to use your dragon hearts that you get. So yeah, starting from the first step, all you'll have to do is head down this way, past these ruins, and then just head off this cliff here and go down these ruins onto the beach. And right over here you'll find a cave that you can go in. This is the coastal cave. You'll be able to also find a site of grace as soon as you first enter in here. This cave will lead all the way to the island over there. So yeah, we just traveled from the first step over to this coastal cave. This cave will lead over to the island. So from the site of grace, it's really simple to get through this to the island. It's basically a straight path. You will have to fight though 2 bosses in the same room. As you can see, here they are. If you took on the Dragon Agheel though, these guys should be no problem. But yeah, anyways, once you defeat these guys, this will open up the opening that you'll need to get out to the island. This way will lead out to the island. And when you get out here, you just have to head up this hill and you'll find the ruins right here. There's also a site of grace right here as well, right outside of the dragon communion. But yeah, inside here, if you just head up to this altar, this is where you can use the dragon heart to get a special dragon power. Now keep in mind, once you use the dragon heart, that'll be it. So you're not going to be able to choose all 3 of these powers at once with one dragon heart. You're going to have to acquire more dragon hearts by defeating different dragons if you want to get more dragon powers. But yeah, that's how you get over to the dragon communion to use a dragon heart. And by the way, I did return back to him because this was something I was curious about. I was wondering if he would have any kind of reaction over us going to the dragon communion and learning a dragon power. But unfortunately, he didn't have anything interesting to say over that. He'll just say the same thing again, just telling us about the dragon communion. But yeah, once again, this was something completely optional that we can do for his quest line. And he doesn't technically give us anything. He just gives us advice over what to do with the dragon heart, pretty much. I believe the developers added this in for a little bit of an introduction over what to do with the dragon heart to help get players headed in the right direction. But yeah, I guess that's wrapping up this video, everyone. Hopefully you found this enjoyable. I'm out of here, though. As always, thanks for taking the time, watching and listening. Until next time, peace.